Welcome, travelers.
Welcome to another episode of Majestic Tourist. We are on the Mardi Gras.
And I'm Rebekah.
I'm Eric Swanson. And you know what? We'll be right back with you because we got a great episode ahead of you.
Absolutely.
In this episode, we have a lot of exciting stuff that we can talk about.
Oh, yes.
We went ahead and we had our formal dinner. Well, actually, we had our dinner before that and our formal dinner. We'll get a chance to see. We met the other folks at the table. They're a very, very lovely couple.
Yes.
And we learned some stuff about timing, so you'll get a chance to see this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting. So anyway, everything's coming down. We're learning a lot here. We hope we'll be able to pass this information around. Stay tuned. You'll enjoy this episode.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back with you.
See you then, travelers.
Hello, travelers.
So this is the second day, the end of the second day. Just want to catch you up with a few things. Last night, sometimes it's hard to do the video on a lot of pieces. We're going to try to do as much as we can.
We were very busy.
So, we saw two shows last night. Both of them were great shows.
A wonderful guitarist.
Right.
We wish we would have stayed longer, so we're going to look for her again.
So then today we played bingo, but these are
and we won nothing.
So it was
but it was fun.
It's fun. So we're getting ready to go to formal dinner in a few moments here, which is always nice on these bigger trips. The smaller trips sometimes they don't have a formal night, just the bigger cruises. So this one has two. So this is kind of nice. You get to everybody's a little bit more elegant. Everybody's setting pace. And the interesting thing about if you're on a cruise, definitely make sure you bring the clothing to go to the elegant because everybody acts different. At the elegant, they are totally different types of people. Where I guess you act like you dress.
That's right.
So something to think about. You want to make sure that works for you. Otherwise, tonight I don't know what we're doing tonight. Tomorrow we'll be in Cozumel, and so we got a lot more suggestions we can do too. Fortunately, we've had perfect weather down there.
Oh my goodness, we sat outside last night.
The weather
so predictable.
Weather doesn't change that much down here, but March, I'm going to say I'm very pleased with doing it this month. Something to think about when you're doing a cruise. If you're going to do a Caribbean cruise, what month to take it on.
Yes, I think March worked out very well. We saw Havana, and that was interesting.
Right off the coast here.
Never seen Cuba. That was really nice. And we sat out here very late last night.
It's still over there.
And is it?
Yeah, Havana hasn't moved. It's still there.
We're not going super fast. But we're getting ready to walk down. You can hear the announcements going off. And we will be back later to talk about formal night.
We're trying to capture as much as we can and just show you some of the things we've learned and haven't learned here. Some of the things that was kind of interesting on the boat yesterday, there were so many people that were drinking beer. They actually ran out of beer and they couldn't get it stocked. Well, they didn't run out. They just couldn't stock it at the time, which I thought was very, very interesting. But, I think what we are is we're in a situation where the cruising time is just opening up like crazy, so you have more and more people show up now. So anyway, we'll be back with you. Just stay tuned. We'll get you some more information real soon.
See you soon, travelers.
Bye-bye. All right, so Rebekah wants me to get on this thing. I'm sitting in my suit. We'll see if I can get in this thing. Oh my gosh, this is tight. I guess this would work. And this gives your speed, I guess they told me. How fast you want to go. Pretty crazy, huh? And there's the track above there of it. You can see all that up there. All right, good morning. This is what, day 3 now?
Oh goodness.
So we just came into port, and
we're in Cozumel.
I was going to get some videotape of it. When you're on these trips, if you're wanting to really watch yourselves coming to port, You really got to get up early. You got to be on task. We stayed up a little bit too late last night. Enjoyed some of the ship.
Well, our phone is on AT&T time, and it was not on ship time. Let's just say that.
That's something to remember, that the cruise ships many times are going to use the time of the port they left, and they won't change that time. Now, I don't know, that's not all cruise ships, and it's not all trips, all cruises. But on this one here, so the time for the whole entire cruise will stay on Florida time, so nobody's flipping back their watches and wondering, oh my gosh, I'm an hour late to this and so forth.
And I would definitely recommend having your breakfast delivered to your room. That's what saved us with my alarm not going off. But also, it's nice to have a little cup of tea or a cup of coffee before you're ready to start your day. Some of the excursions require that you come to a briefing prior to you going to that. So please look at your tickets and make sure that you make those briefings, because sometimes that information can be very critical to having a great time on your excursion.
Today we're using a third-party company. We're not using, Carnival's, cruise.
Dun, dun, dun.
So this is a third-party company. We did some good research on them, and it's they're well known. And so we'll be enjoying the day with them.
They have a good reputation.
But it's kind of funny that you're right. The alarm clock this morning was the guy knocking on the door saying breakfast was here. So that was kind
Which
of interesting.
Which is fine. That's good.
So today we're going to be in a Jeep. Just traveling around, seeing some of the sights.
We get to choose where we stop.
And that's just because we thought it'd be best just to show you what we can show you instead of being through a routine all day long.
Some of the excursions require that you're on a bus to and from the excursion area longer than you will be in the actual excursion area. And that's kind of something you have to incorporate into your plans. Make sure you read the information carefully, because some people are very disappointed. They're on a bus for 2 hours, they're at the venue for an hour and a half, then it's 2 hours home, and that's very frustrating. Most of the buses are air conditioned, but many times they break down and you're on a bus for 2 hours without air conditioning, and it's very humid here. Even though it may not be the hottest, like today I believe that
that's pretty good, but we're pretty early in the morning.
Yeah, we're in the 80s today. Maybe late 80s, and it's the humidity. So we're from California, and it's a dry heat. So it's a very different kind of feeling for us.
So some of the things to think about is, remember, whatever excursions you choose, you want to go with one that has the fewest places of error, because many travelers, if you look online, you can see this over and over again in different people we've known. They've gone out there, next thing you know, their bus breaks down. They're waiting 3 to 4 hours to get a bus to come get them, or whatever it is, or
logistics,
or even worse yet, a boat having a problem where you're stuck out there and the boat has to come get you. And so what happens just kind of messes up your whole day. So when you see people that usually put bad comments and stuff, it's because they've had a bad
something
experience.
Happened that derailed what they were supposed to do. So looking at excursions with an eye toward ease of operation, how easy is it to get to the venue, and what would happen if you couldn't get straight there?
What are the errors? Because if you're going to be something, if you're taking a Carnival trip, Carnival excursion, it's approved by them, you're not going to miss the boat, because they're going to guarantee that you get back. The boat will wait for you. But if you take a third party, there's no waiting pattern there. You're taking a little bit more risk. So when you take that risk, you want to make sure it's risk within the means that you can handle. So, there's a lot of things that you'll learn from these trips, and things that we've learned over the years, and things that we've done research where other people have failed. So that's some of the things we want to try to encapsulate in this video, so that you get a chance to see what this stuff here. Behind us, that's Cozumel. We're ready to go get. Now we don't actually catch up with the Jeep until a little later this morning. We decided to go ahead and say, all right, let's go ahead.
Let's walk around.
Let's not even get to the Jeep until about 11 o'clock. That's
Let's
this time, not boat
atmosphere.
time. So,
yeah.
Or ship time, I should say.
So make sure, because we are on the package that gives us internet, our clock and my watch adjusted to the time of the internet, which is not boat time. So be really concerned about that. Make sure you have an awareness of both those things. One of the things that Eric did prior to leaving was he researched some things about safe insect and bug repellent. And one of the things that we have are these parakeeto bands. You break a little package and you put it in here. It lasts 12 hours?
Actually, I think it lasts even a couple of days, possibly
Oh,
as much as that.
okay.
It's
Even better, but look at how attractive.
Well, I think the biggest thing about it is many of these bug things you use, you put it on your skin, it absorbs into your skin, you can give you different problems.
Yeah.
Some people have a reaction to it.
If you have
sensitivity, you have one of these wristbands, and what it is the packet goes right into the little thing here. So
It's
nothing,
not up against your
nothing
skin.
is touching your skin.
Mhm.
So if you have problems with that, it's something you might want to think about, because there are bugs here. There's going to be a lot of bugs, and you don't want to get all messed up with that. At least try to find something to keep away. This is the first time we've used this product. We'll see how well it works. And one of the things I want to say here, because on purpose we have not, and we could have ahead of time had all these things, a comp for us to do the video and so forth. We decided here not to have anybody comp us for anything.
Right.
So we want to make sure these what we're doing here is as raw as possible, and is
It's your experience that we are having, not a specialized experience.
where somebody's selling something to us and so forth. So even today's trip, this is paid for. That we paid for this.
Yes.
Make sure that, because when you have when you have them comping something,
They make sure
they wine and dine you a little bit.
Right.
Now they do know we're cutting video, because we need to make sure we told them that ahead of time. But there's no compensation here for this. And if we do come across it, anytime that we do have a compensation,
we will let you know.
We'll let you know that somebody comped us on this. So anyway, we're going to enjoy this day here. So stay with us, and let's go have some fun.
We'll see you soon, travelers.
All right, we just got off the ship.
Hello, travelers.
We're at Cozumel.
It's a little warm but breezy, which is something to be concerned about if you're snorkeling or scuba diving. The wind can whip up the current, so make sure you're a strong swimmer if the wind is up. But look behind us.
Don't go snorkeling without fins, because if the currents, you know what, sometimes you'll lose it.
Right.
So you're
You
going to be
need
rescued.
your fins. You need your
Sure.
fins.
So you think the ship behind us is big enough?
A little bit.
This gives you a nice view of what it really is. That thing is huge, absolutely huge. So anyway, very good. We'll catch up as we get farther down the line here.
We'll see you soon, travelers.
Was this a great episode or what?
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, we got a chance to meet the couple that was at the table. We've talked about that before. That's always real important. And then, of course, we got a chance to go through our formal night. That was exciting.
We like the formal nights.
Formal
I
nights
know
are great.
not everyone does, but we do.
And the shows. Oh, gosh, we're just show after show after show. we've been
Very
doing here.
professional, and the art direction was excellent.
And then coming into port here, you're going to learn. We learned a lot here. And in this next episode,
Time.
we're going to learn about time. Please subscribe.
Ring the bell.
We'll be right back with you in the next episode. Stay
See
with
you
us.
soon, travelers.